We're here now, drawn by every secret you've hidden, every wrong you've tried to forget.
It's your boy, the Big Wave, and I'm here, man, to just give y'all a little rundown, a little comparison between some of these AI programs that I use. Kling, Pika. Now that I'm using Pika now, Pika 1.5. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then also Runway. Now, before I get into this, so all you trolls out there, man, talking about, AI is garbage, or, this ain't no work, man. This take a lot of work and a lot of time. I don't think y'all realize how much time this stuff actually takes. Sometimes it takes me editing a whole night. Sometimes I'm up till 6 in the morning finishing some of this work, you know what I'm saying, for you guys to enjoy. And I'm not monetized. So, shout out to everybody who thinks that this is, easy work, and it's not, man. This is actually tough. It takes a lot of time and planning and all that stuff. So as you see on my screen, I'm into the horror and all that. So, you see, I'm kind of working on my new video here. But what I want to talk about today is not Mid-Journey, but I want to kind of get into some of these programs over here, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually bring Runway over here. Actually, no, I'm gonna bring Kling over here. Kling, and we got Pika there. Okay, so I'm gonna take Kling over here. So what I just want to kind of compare, I've been using these things for a while now, man, and I just want to kind of show you the differences in how they kind of receive prompts and how they deal with different prompting, and even how to go about getting the right prompts or actions, so to speak, movements, whatever, for your pictures. You know what I'm saying, for your animations. So for starters, I started with Runway. Okay, so before they had the turbo, I was just doing the Gen-3 alpha, where you put the prompt in and get what you get. I'm not gonna do too many examples on this video. I might do it in depth, but I'm gonna start doing this stuff on like Patreon, man. I can't be giving y'all all this game for free, man. So I'm gonna give y'all just a basic rundown and show y'all a few comparisons for this. So I started with Runway, but what I found is like Runway works a little better with like people sometimes, like regular looking people. When I try to like animate certain things, it doesn't work as well. But it depends on the action too. So like for instance, with this person, this is a grandma right here, right? So I was doing a scary scene and I had the prompt here. So it says the elderly woman suddenly drops her cane, her body contorting in an unnatural way as she leans forward, yada 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 yada. So I don't know if this is too specific or too out there for Runway, but I'm paying $95 a month. I figure it should be a little more advanced than this. But so let me just show you this. So this is Runway's. So as you see, definitely not what I'm looking for. That's definitely not. No, that ain't it. So okay, I tried this on. This was actually, I'm gonna link the video that this clip is on. I just uploaded on my YouTube. But you can see here. Let me go to Kling. I did the same thing over here. Now I will say with Kling, they're a little better with like animating actions and really fitting more to the prompt. And I'll show you another thing in a second. Hold on. So this is on Kling. So as you see, same exact prompt, nothing different. I will say on Kling, it can get a little more distorted. You know what I'm saying? So you see, like, that ain't, like, I probably wouldn't put a lot of that. I didn't put a lot of that in the video. But I feel like when you're editing these, like, you have to keep that in mind that you're going to get some kind of distortion sometimes, depending on, like, how fast you want the movements to be. But if you look here, so we'll even go to, so, like, here we got this guy, the balloon guy. And I'm gonna get to Pika in a minute, but we'll see the balloon guy here. So this is pretty cool. I didn't ask for much. It says camera slowly zooms in on one figure. So now I did this same thing. I'm gonna show you guys here, downloads, and I'm gonna show you guys the one I did with him on Runway. And actually, let me bring this view down. Where is it? Actually, you know what? Oh, here it is. Okay, so Gen-3 Alpha Turbo. So right here. So this is the same one. So same prompt. And you see here, Runway did pretty good with this. This one wasn't that bad. So sometimes, I mean, I feel like you got to play with it depending on the image. I didn't really give it that difficult of a prompt for this. And let me just show you real quick how I go about getting prompts for different pictures. So what I usually do is I go in here to my, my mid journey, whatever. And actually, let's just go to the Explorer. So we'll just use something I don't have. So I see this little robot here. So let's just go here. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm going to go in here and just drag. Well, actually, you can't do it that way. You got to do it like this. So note that you can't just grab pictures for some reason, just drag it. You got to click it first and then drag it. So let's say, okay, look, and usually I do this on my phone. I like to talk into my phone. It's easier. I don't like to type. But let's see. I'm making an action video and I need a prompt for this robot to be doing some kind of movement in relation to the photo. Can you please give me a prompt for this? Describe the subject and the movement. Be concise. Now I say I put be concise just so it don't be too long. So I'll do this. This is like my method. Okay, look, it gives you a subject. Robot lifts his foot, whatever. All right. So this is what I would take. So now look, I'm gonna do y'all a solid one. I'm gonna do this first in Runway. And this is another thing. So I would say out of all of them, just because I'm using Turbo, Runway goes the fastest. And then I would say the second fastest is probably Pika. I'm gonna get the Pika in a minute, but I would say Pika is probably the second fastest processing time for photos. And then the last would be Kling. Kling takes a little bit longer. I don't know why, but they take a little longer to process everything, especially if you're doing like a 10-second clip. All right, so I'm gonna drag this over here. So we're gonna use this for the same. And now I don't know if you guys notice. We're gonna go portrait. Wait, why can't I go portrait? Why is it trying to copy? What? Wait, hold on, y'all. This don't make no sense. Let's do this. I forgot to change that. All right, so just make sure you change to landscape when you're dragging a landscape photo. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in here. All right, and now they have this new feature on here. It's called first and last. So that's first and last frame. So if I want this to be the first frame, I'll leave it here. Now if I want it to be the last frame, or if I want to put a different picture in the last frame, like if I want him to be doing something else, like transformed or something, I can add another image. And maybe I'll do another video on that. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I just want to let y'all know, like, this is to like trying to go to a different image. So like say he was like looking the other way, you can make it go from that to that. So but anyways, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna generate. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here and actually, let me see, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna use some credits for y'all. That's how solid I am. So I'm gonna go here to Kling, and I don't have that many left. So we're gonna put the same exact prompt. And one other note I want you guys to note, on Kling, you can't use the word hollow. For some reason, it won't let you use hollow. Watch this. Hollow. Oh, it did. So you know what? The only way it won't let you use hollow is if you put like hollow eyes. My bad. I just put hollow. But I've noticed that like if you put like subject has hollow eyes or something like that, it won't work. So yeah, that's why I do this stuff live, man. I'm gonna do one more. I'm already damn near out of credits, so I don't know if that's gonna mess up the prompt, but yeah. So while that does that, I'm gonna go over here to Pika. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna do the same exact thing over here in Pika. Now, if y'all think this stuff is cheap, it's not. I got 3 different websites I'm working with. Okay, so Pika is another beast in itself. They have a new 1.5 version now, and it has like melt like features where you can melt and inflate things. So like this one, I added melting to that image. But the original image is this one, so that I animated. But you can make, the melting. They got the inflatables. You can even do like cake and stuff like that. And this one too, I think, not that one. So this is the other one I did. And I'm actually gonna show you guys that clip in a minute. But look, this is like another feature of 1.5 Pika. You can make it like a toy or something like that. But all right, so we got that in here. Let me start this one. Now I don't know. I might have to fast forward this video or something until it's done, because these things be taking a while sometimes, and I don't know why this is free. Okay, so look, we got this one. See, that's what I was saying. Turbo be fast. So what was our action? It's the robot slowly lifts his left foot and extends it forward cautiously. Okay, so look, this don't look that bad if this the look you going for, you know what I'm saying? It's like hecka robotic, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really like, but I mean, it's a robot. So that's Runway. So we got Kling over here still going. Pika, okay, 19%. So now while we wait for that, so this one I wanted to show you with the Pika 2. So now I did the elderly one, the same prompt that I did over here. And you see Gen-3 just like for real distorted. That's not what I asked for. And then you see over here, it gave me like, more of the body contorting like I asked for, you know what I'm saying? So this is closer than, I would use this, and I know how to edit, so like this wouldn't bother me that much, the distortion and stuff like that. And I feel like right now we're so early in the AI stage that we got to accept some of this stuff. We're gonna have little imbalances and distortions and stuff like that every now and then. So sometimes you got to keep going. So yeah, let's see. So we still got these going, but let me just show you this. So on Pika, the only drawback with Pika is if you're using the 1.5, you're only going to be able to get the 5 seconds. It doesn't have an option to extend, like if you go, because you can switch in and out of Pika 1.0. This is the classic model. So if I click this, you'll see, okay, you can change style, camera options. You can even add sound effects to your videos. But the quality is not as good. So let me show you. I don't know if I still got it on here. But I don't think I have it on here anymore. But I had a video that I exported via the 1.0, and it was just super blurry. The 1.5 is very crispy still. So you see it's like, I don't know if that's full HD or not, but it might be 1080. But yeah, I feel like Pika is great. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get like, that crispy animation. 1.5 on Kling is also full 1080 on the 1.5, so you'll get some good quality on that too. Runway has not got there yet. They're only at 720. Yeah, so 720 is the most they have right now. So I feel like with Runway costing so much, man, they got to do a little better. Because the only real advantage you're going to have with this is if you get the unlimited, and that's very expensive for people who, can't afford it. I can't afford it. I'm just making it happen. So that's why I'm pushing these videos, trying to get monetized and do all that, man. And so while I'm thinking about it, man, hey, make sure y'all check the link in my description. I got a website where I do my AI stock footage. It's called Pixel Wave Footage. So I'm uploading, drone footage, water, fire, all the stuff you see on these websites like Envato and stuff like that. But I can customize it way more than, the normal you go fly your drone over the mountains. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out, man. It's a 7-day free trial. So you can try it out, download whatever y'all want. And then if y'all want, give me some suggestions. If y'all need some custom stock footage, man, hey, let me know. I got you. But other than that, man, it's like they're all coming out with more features here and there, little by little. Kling already had the end frame on here. This wasn't on here at first, so this is new for sure. So yeah, I don't know. I would, in my opinion, I feel like it really depends on what you're doing. It depends on your workload. Like for me, like if you get on Kling here, you look at their their thing. If it was me and I was just starting out and I know I don't need that much, I would go ahead and just get like this right here. Use as much as you need, you know what I'm saying, as you can get out of that. And then, you know, you can add credits. That's the only drawback to Kling, I would say, is that their generations cost 35 credits per generation, and it takes a while. As you see, the generation still ain't done yet. That's the only thing about Kling. But their animations, they follow the prompts a little better than the others. Now I just started using Pika again since the update, and they're pretty good with their movements. So actually, let me pull up another one. And I'm sorry, man, I ain't do the real edited video, man. I just want to give y'all some kind of raw, you know, just show you guys straight up kind of how this works. Let me see if I could find. I didn't prepare all this stuff, bro. So look, this is another clip of the walking twins. Now look, this is from Runway. Now if you look at the feet, like I can't tell if she's walking that way or walking towards me with the feet, like. And now mind you, we go to, now you see this right here. This is with Runway. You can see Gen-3 Alpha Turbo. Now I go over here to Pika. Now, mind you, it took me a couple of tries, because what I've noticed now since this update came out with Pika is that, like, when I put them here, it automatically assumed I wanted them to melt or be, like, with this one. I didn't, like, I put a prompt here. I put camera follows 2 entities as they walk slowly, and it gave me this. I didn't ask for that. If I wanted the effect, I would go here. This is how you get the effect, but you would go here, go to Pika effect, and then pick which one you want. And they have all these different options. But I didn't do that. So I noticed that that's a little drawback. But when it gets it right, the walking is way better. So, like, look, this is like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't perfect, but this works way better for me than that other video. Like, if we go back real quick, I'm gonna just leave this open so I don't have to keep doing this. See, that's that one. And then if we go here to the Gen-3, if you just look at, like look at the comparison. Like, it ain't one. Like, I kind of feel like I like the quality maybe a little better. Like, it looks a little more, you know, HD, this one. But I feel like this fit my vibe a little more with the kind of washed out look. And they pop a little more on Runaway. But you see they add, like, all this different stuff. Like, they added rain here somewhere. Like, you can see little raindrops. So I feel like, I don't know, Runway doesn't follow prompts depending on what it is. Unless it's like, you know, regular people. You know what I'm saying? They doing something basic. That's the only drawback, especially with the price, you know what I'm saying, that it costs. Okay, so now we got this. Let's see how Pika did with this robot. So Pika didn't even get the step. So if we go here, okay, so now we got 2 of them. So we're gonna we're gonna pull these up real quick. I want to pull these up. I'm gonna actually download this one. So we're gonna compare them. So I want to put this up. I'm gonna pause that. Let's go to Pika. I just want to have that up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce the size of this real quick. And then what I'm gonna do is bring this in so then we could see. Alright, so that's the first generation. Let me put it on repeat. So if we look, alright, let me go to the last one. I didn't put the hollow in there just to make sure I didn't mess it up. So if we look at all of these at once, so we got Runway in the middle, we got we got Pika over here, and then we got Kling. So if we look at all of these, we will look at a few things. All right, just the fluidness and the how it looks like. Does it look like an animation? I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, I like Kling's, because if you think about it, look, you got the fire going, like the other details too. Like, you do got some smoke back here, I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like the fire here adds a little more. Look, they got the the lava here like moving. You don't get no movement from the lava in this one, in the Runway version. And he's kind of stepping in it too, so it's not like reactive. But you got like the the molten lava here moving in this one. Even in Pika, you can see the lava moving here at the bottom. So I feel like Runway is losing a little bit in that department, especially for the price. I will say the advantage to Runway is if say you do get the unlimited, okay, well you got access to the turbo. You can use it over and over and over and over again. And with the videos I make, I know I need it over and over and over and over again. If you're making things beyond 1 minute and you do this work, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, Kling, you're gonna use 35 credits per generation. So as you see here, that's 35, and that's only for 5 seconds. So if you go 10, you're using 70. So that's the drawback with them. Pika, you're gonna use 15 credits per unit, but they also have a unlimited option. So it may be better in your better interest to, well, this is per year, but to get the 95 and then just go crazy for a month. And you know what I'm saying? Because the goal is to get monetized and make money off this. So, eventually, you get to the point where you're making money, then it'll pay for itself. But I will say with someone who's not monetized, like, you got to spend your money wisely and use the credits where it's needed. That's why I feel like, okay, well, I got the Runway at first because a lot of this wasn't out yet when I just got Runway. That tells you how fast this stuff is going. But what I will say is now that these updates have come out, Runway is looking a little like, you feel me? So, I mean, I'll put this in my opinion. It really depends on what kind of work you're doing. Like, let me show you this one too. So even with, and I'm going to post a lot of these videos, or you just, check them out, link them in my bio. But even with, things like this, let me show you guys this. Actually, let me just go here. We're going to go to the Tide of Terror. And we're going to go, no, we're going to go here. Tsunami. Okay. So now, let me see, can I see Gen-3 Alpha? Okay. So this was one. All right, perfect. So look, we even got this here. I know it's a lot going on. Let me bring this back real quick. I'm going to pause that. Okay, now I need to find the other. Where is that other? I think this is it right here. Yeah. So look. All right, so we're gonna open this one, and then I'm gonna open the other one with something else. Let's see. Open with TV. All right, so let's try this comparison out right here. Let's try this comparison. All right, so wait, is this the same one? Let's go back. I think so. Yeah, same video. Okay. So now this is Runway, as you see, Gen-3 Alpha Turbo. This is, so whenever you see professional mode, that's from Kling. Now when I made this video, I wasn't using Pika yet. I just started using Pika again. I had been using it, but I just started using it again since the 1.5. So I don't have a video of the comparison for that for this specific clip. I can make one and see, but if you just look at this, okay, so we got, I'm gonna put this on repeat. I don't know if I can put this like repeat. So we just gonna play these, and it's like, okay, Runway is not that bad, but it really depends on, I would say, what look you going for. I would say this look would probably fit like, more like a, I feel like this is like movie like. This more look like a game, but you see but look at the water. You can see the difference in the water. That's the main thing. So you see you got some like floating. I feel like it's more realistic movements within Kling than it is in Runway. Like this look real. Like I ain't gonna lie, this look real. But if you look, you got the car kind of like, what I'm saying, floating a little bit. You get a little more of that realism. Now, where I would say that you kind of lose in Kling, aside from that, is the time. You only getting 5 seconds. And then look, you got a little distortion over there, some random looking figure. But I mean, I would probably cut it before that. You don't get that over here. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you get 11 seconds with Runway versus 5 seconds over here. You can get 10, but it's going to cost you 70 credits. That's the only thing. So, in my opinion, I don't want to make this video too long, but those are a couple quick comparisons. There's a lot more, but in my opinion, I feel like it really depends on what your work is. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find one more example for y'all real quick. Actually, let me find one more example for y'all real quick. So like, hold on, because I had a couple videos that were the same. Actually, it was of the wave, I believe. Let's see if I can find it. So that's that one. Gen-3. So I only have 2 from Gen-3. Okay, let's see this one real quick. Okay, so that was that. But I will show you an example. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. This is perfect. So we're gonna take that, and I'm gonna actually go back into my mid journey, and we're just gonna click my upscales. This is all my Mr. Stitch works, other work that I have. Okay, so let's go here, and we're gonna find this way. So I'm gonna do this real quick so I can show y'all. Let me take this out and then switch this back to this. Whoop. Let's go drag this. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back into Kling. I'm gonna scroll down because I want to find the exact prompt so we can make an exact comparison. Don't want to load right now. It's taking a little minute. Give me a second, y'all. All right, here we go. Just want to make sure I show y'all the exact comparison. Here we go. So I'm gonna take this prompt, I'm gonna put it right here. We're gonna test it out. And since we doing this, might as well do it with Pika too. Let's do this. We're just gonna add that same prompt and do a live comparison. All right, so we're gonna let that do that. And see, that's what I like about the turbo. Turbo goes super quick. But here you see, even with Kling, so they do pretty good with like the animations and making like the water. They have good water mechanics or whatever you want to call it. So okay, now let's see what Runway did. Now see, that ain't what I asked for. But you see the difference though. And this is where I feel like, okay, now this might be a creative look for somebody. Like this might be the look you want for that specific shot. But for me, I prefer this one. Like the wave coming in, like that's what I prefer. It even got it crashing in and doing all that. Like that ain't what I asked for. And like, I'll do it again. That's the one drawback I would say to Runway. Is like the mechanics aren't always the best. Like they do pretty good, but you know, with things like this, it don't do good. Kling does better consistently with like prompting and things like that. And also another thing with, while I'm thinking about it, another thing with Kling is you can do more graphic videos. Like I can't do certain things on Runway as I can on Kling or something. Like a lot of these images like with blood and stuff like that you can't use on Runway. They'll block it. So that's another drawback. I feel like they need to open that up a little bit more for creativity reasons. But you know, it is what it is. So look, it's still not giving me what I want. Now, like I said, this could be a look that you want. But for this specific shot, that's not the look that I would want. So like, for instance, say you had credits for this. That's credits gone already. Not even getting what you want. So they need to come out with some kind of like preview or something that you can see it before you actually finish rendering it, because it's like, okay, you're gonna waste all these credits not even getting the look that you want. And I don't think that's fair. So we're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna let this finish and then I'm gonna start wrapping it up. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of kind of like the comparisons between these, if you want to use it and how to get your prompts. Like sometimes you could just you could just put it in the picture on there and it'll do what it do. But I'd rather drag my pictures into Chat GPT and then tell it to give me an action for that, or whatever. It's best to have describe the subject and then the movement that you want that subject to do. So just a little tip there. But yeah, man, hey, make sure y'all go subscribe to my horror channel, Dark Horror Tales TV. That's where I upload a lot of these. And I'm thinking I'm going to start like a Patreon or something to do more of my in-depth character development videos and just show you guys really the behind the scenes of how this really goes down. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I got one video on YouTube, but I'll probably just leave that one there. I'm not gonna go, I can't get all the game now. You feel me? You're gonna have to, what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be nothing too expensive, $5-10. And I'll start, really showing you guys how I maximize Chat GPT and get these videos done. All right, so let's see how Pika did. Now, look, even Pika, this ain't really the best. This is all right. So I would say Kling won in that matchup. Like they really won in that matchup when it comes to like water mechanics and stuff like that. So I would say, like, in my opinion, like if I had to break down all three of these in order of which ones I feel are the best, I'm gonna say this in my case. I would say, with taking into consideration Pika, I have it now. I would say, with everything that I do now, Kling is probably still my number one pick. Then it probably would be Pika and then Runway. Runway, for one, is hella expensive. They don't follow the prompts very well. It's just way all over the place sometimes. A lot of distortion. And I feel like, I don't feel like, I'm seeing just from experience that Kling and Pika respond a little better to prompting. Not to say that Runway is not good, because they have a lot of other features, you know what I'm saying? But also, they don't even have the 1080 capabilities yet. So I would say, if you're doing this type of work, animating AI, you want a lot of like movement, a lot more prompts, that take to the photo. I would say go with Kling or Pika. And I would say with Kling, just be careful, because, you do pay, the credits add up. 35 a credit is not cheap. 70 a credit for 10 seconds is not cheap. So just know what your goals are, know what you're doing, and that can kind of guide you to the right, system. The right website. I would use Pika. They have other, they're updating stuff every day, but Pika, I would feel like will come number 2 for sure. And the main reason for these two is because of the kind of work that I do. A lot of graphic things with blood and stuff in it. Runway doesn't allow you to generate a lot of images or animate a lot of images with those kinds of imagery in it, which I feel is a drawback. We're all creators, you know what I'm saying? It's all, for the creative love. And, we have a lot of movies that have this stuff in it. So to limit creators like that, I feel like they need to change that, because they're really limiting, what can be created out here, and they're going to lose to the competition. So I just wanted to get that little quick run through, just some stuff I've experienced, using some of these sites, and how I've been using it. If you guys wanted me to do like a detailed kind of like editing session or something like that, man, drop it in the comments below and let me know, man. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm gonna probably try to keep it a little basic. I don't want to get too in depth, because this stuff takes a while. I can sometimes spend all day doing this stuff, like till the nighttime, till the morning. So it does take some work. Remember, man, keep working, keep consistent. I'm not monetizing. I'm doing this every day. So, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, because, it just helps me get further to my goal. And you know, I can help you guys out and entertain you guys, you know what I'm saying? Give y'all some new horror and new things to look at. So if y'all like this video, I know it's a little all over the place, but I like the raw, uncut, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can really see how this works. And you know, I'm a real person, man. I'm not AI. I don't come from no expensive family or nothing. No, look, I'm hustling for everything that I have. You know what I'm saying? So just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. But make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment on this video. Share it with everybody, and then drop y'all comments, man. Whatever y'all want to see. Check out the Pixel Wave footage. Link will be in the description. And yeah, man, just tune in next week or whenever. Not next week. I'll probably come out a little sooner than that. But man, tune in and just be ready for the next video. It's the big wave, baby, not the little one. Peace.